are shaped as well.
Oh my!
And then we have
structure.
the inside.
I love that.
Contrasted in the white. And so you can, the way we shot it was with one down and one up. So you can kind of play around with how much of the white or,
Right.
either or that you want to show off there. So that's great. Again, the use of seams to really create the shape into the body. So you have some really good bust projection so that, your body just really just hugs
And
the
same
body
in
and
the back.
accentuates
These
all
are
the shape.
curved and opposed to being so straight. So we made that little curve, and you can see with the extra stiffener in the bottom, it almost performs like a peplum. So it should lay nice and just coned on the body. Want it a cape?
Sure.
This lovely, our navy blue piece, we just loved it. Even though the line is predominantly black and ivory, we just could not say no to this beautiful, what's the wool?
It's serge wool.
Serged wool. So it has such great weight to it. And it's a cape. So grab that part back. Here's the opening. So here's the opening.
Oh, that's
and then it
beautiful.
has a tuck going inward, which is so slimming.
And then on the inside you have
A band.
the band that's stretched.
Oh, wow.
So
So it'll feel like a belt, little security in the back.
So that just brings everything into the body. So it hugs the body, gives it shape. So even though you have the volume of the cape, it's not just a sack that you have over your body. The body part actually gives you the shape that you need, and then the sleeves gives you the freedom to move around.
And a lot of times with curvy women or fuller women, they tend to have like a little extra in the back neck area or in the even shoulder blade area. So these curved darts that are short and sweet will help that so that it can fit a little bit closer to the body. And there's just like a cute little inverted pleat in the back. And all raw edges. We let the wool keep its natural edge. We didn't hem it or anything.
Then this is the dress that we were looking at on Christina. So you have just the seam details all throughout here. So you got really nice lines that it creates, and it kind of gives a little bit of a shift to the right, and you get this nice drape that it creates on the bottom. So it gives you the shape to the body, and then it just allows the fabric to really do what it wants to do naturally, which is just drape off the body, and give you the accentuation at the waist, but still give you a nice feel to it. And then we kept the edges clean at the sleeve with the serging of the fabric there, and then just the detail of the extra with the collar. And then of course everything with comfort in mind. We have the grosgrain at the back to cover the zipper so that's not against the body.
That's beautiful.
Very pretty. This is a fun piece. So again, we did the detail with the forwarded seam so that it really creates the illusion of slimming the body down. With the on-seam pocket, gives a nice finish to it. The elastic in the back to give you the ease of movement, and then the elastic in the hem.
I love
This
that.
is the
Yeah.
funnest. Is funnest a word? Funnest rib. I love it so much. I just want me a piece
Yeah.
out of it. So it's not the crunchy rib that you see in most of the coats. So it has a nicer hand. Is the fabric polyester?
Yeah, it's a poly.
But it's a really,
With,
really
with
nice
spandex
gray.
in it.
Yes, yes. Love it.
So really nice. This is the piece we were showing you before in the picture. So it's what did they call that?
Macrame. I forget the
The
other
goyard or
name.
something,
Yeah,
goyard,
some type of amazing lace.
But it's really an embroidered lace, so you get all the stitching detail.
And the motif
there
is
with
so
the-
beautiful. And this dress has weight to it. So this is very
Yeah.
labor intensive. I mean, talk about a
And
lot
then
of
with
time
the-
going into the construction. And
with the pink
curved bust
lining.
darts, again, to get that apex in, to cover that breast nice and smoothly.
And even though this is a knit, we still wanted to make sure that it gives the darts are there to give it the shape to it, so that you're not
In a
relying
box.
on the pull of the garment to give you shape to the body.
So it's a great shaping shift. And then the little cap sleeve still should cover some, good portion of the arm. And then the sexy keyhole in the back.
I love that.
Yeah. And then the lining with the
pink.
soft shell pink as we give a portion of proceeds to breast cancer. And my favorite, I love this color block. It's so fun. Again, angles, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, coming back with a little bit of bias, still keeping that bust dart. So basically here we folded out the bust dart in our pattern so we could still have that shape. And you can see, and you should, on the hanger, you should see the indentation where your breast can go. And then, of course, our play on the sleeves. We have the Ponte and we have crepe.
Yeah,
Great.
crepe.
So we got the black and white.
And then a little contrast zipper, invisible zipper in the back.
Now, how many inches is that dress? Where does it fall?
The length,
Yeah.
38.
It's 38.
If I were a tape measure, where would I be? Our pink one. I'll have to measure it and see.
We really, when we start doing the garments, we try not to focus too much on the measurements and really think about how is it going to hit on the body. So we don't want to start and go, okay, we're going to do a skirt that's 22 inches long, or
And if we do, we always change it.
that's 18 or whatever. We think about, when we look at it on the form, we think about where is it going to hit on the body? Is it attractive on the body? And we think about the different heights as we think about proportionality. If we go for a taller person,
38.
of course, the length is going to be different if we go to a shorter person. So we want to make sure that the proportion is kind of average between the two so that anyone can really wear it and wear it well and be comfortable in it.
Yeah.
This one is
fun.
the curved seam. This is again the
File. And invisible zipper
the
here.
invisible zipper on
It's
the
approximately 7 inches from the hem up, so she can get enough room for her calf, enough room for her knee, calf, and the leg opening, make it nice and slim.
yeah.
But the inside of this is just beautiful.
So all the pieces that you had with the pink lining, those pieces go toward the proceeds.
Well, for the whole collection.
Okay.
We donate a percentage of the proceeds to breast cancer, to the fight against breast cancer.
Okay.
But the garment that's completely pink, which is the 100% of the profits from that garment,
I see.
goes to the fight against breast cancer. So, everything in the line we're supporting the fight, but for that one garment, all the proceeds from that go there.
Okay.
And here's our label.
That's
Ply.
amazing.
And then as often as we can, we are finishing the seams, we are binding them, and we are making beautiful rises. That's what the inside of a pant should look like.
Okay.
For anybody. For any body and any curve. You should be able to just like run and jump and sit in it like a saddle. That's why it's called the saddle whip.
Stands on its own.
Yes.
And then this is the skirt with the contrast waistband, and it has the same like seam details as the dress that we were looking at before. So it causes just the natural drape of the fabric, gives you just a real ease of motion and just really sexy on.
Now this, the hem,
I know.
it appears, high-low.
Yeah.
And stitch. On purpose.
Okay.
So you got a little contrast stitch on the hem, and then you also have the high-low from left to right side.
In opposed to front to back, which is what most of the industry is doing. You see high-low skirts, you see high-low dresses, you see high-low tops. What's the other top? What's the other word for
shark
tops?
bite.
The shark bite, where the points are like really long on the side. So we wanted to put the high-low on the side and then the length on the other side, and it will have a contrast stitch for production. A little bit heavier, but it's still, you see the contrast, and we're sticking to our story, sticking to our curved seams, and it's so pretty on.
And then of course we have
Our
the trouser leg pant. This is again in just the most exquisite
It's
fabric.
like butter. It feels so touching.
You have to really just touch it.
It's my intent to touch everything as soon as the camera goes down. I'm touching.
So we have a nice lining. I forget what you call it. Yeah, because it has a
Benberg
line.
lining.
Yeah, Benberg. And so we have
Benberg?
to,
Yeah.
and then keeping with the piping, and this has a nice fly, great detail with the hook enclosure, keyhole buttonhole, and the nice trouser hook there. No darts, no pleats in the front. We did do a dart in the back for
Okay.
shape. Cape top, great top.
That pant seems like it would fall really
Like butter.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It has very nice drapeability.
Yeah.
It really does.
And this
see
is
that.
the Cape top.
That's my girl. I love that girl.
So with the scuba fabric on the side to really just give you the structure and the body that you need, the drapeability of it, and then the textured knit on the other side. So you have this whole contrast between the white and the black that's kind of playing off of each other. It really is just fun and easy to wear.
So you're overlapped inside. Here's your actual side seam. The body portion is here, but this seam is actually
Yeah.
hitting towards the back of your body.
And so you can see it's shorter in the front, longer in the back, just to make sure you have enough of the coverage in the back so that you're
And this
comfortable
is
wearing it.
right down the center back.
Yeah.
So fun.
That is beautiful.
Raw edges again, and the horizontal and the vertical. You got that diagonal going on. So it still has some shape. It's not just a rectangle. It's not just a box looking sloppy on the body. My
And
favorite.
then again, the felted wool, all raw edge.
The dart, again, you see the projection as it lays there. So it's beautiful hanger appeal.
Again, we cover the zipper in the back just to make sure it's comfortable against the body. So where you have the teeth of the zipper, making sure that that's not rubbing against the body and not making you uncomfortable. The grosgrain grain is very soft to the touch. It's not a stiff plastic feel grosgrain ribbon. It's very nice and easy. The sleeve is on the reverse side, so you have the suede side up.
Exactly.
You have
So
the
you have the
leather
butter,
on the
yeah.
inside, so it's
Lambskin?
really lambskin. So it's really soft against the body. Everything we
feels
talked
so
about
good.
the detail was really just making it comfortable for the customer to wear. The zipper in the back, exposed zipper, and again it zips all the way down.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So you have
The grosgrain fun. And so for production, it will be a two-way zip. So she'll be able to do a little peekaboo at the hems. That'll be so fun.
then we have the
Basic.
modal turtleneck.
Extra long length. We went a little bit longer here. Watch the arm bag.
Yep.
Extra long here. We did a longer sleeve. And this is nice and tight, but it's doubled. So really close to the body.
Really easy to wear.
And only the
And
bottom hem
very
is serged.
comfortable.
We kept the sleeves raw.
We have the skirt
Beautiful
here
skirt.
again with the seam just to accentuate the shape of the body. So that curvy silhouette really just draws attention to that.
And this is a tiny tuck, kind of mimicking the darts that we did in the back of the cape, of the coat.
Yeah. So you have the tucks in the front here. There's also tucks on the side seam, which
And then we have a side back zipper.
and then the
It
side
will
back
have-
zipper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So more of a peg skirt, but kind of stylized a little bit differently so she doesn't look like she's in a sausage skin and still keeping the tuck to just give a little ease. But it's not overdone.